So I'm going to be talking about what I do to make my outdoor cats safe. And there's a variety of things that I've tried, and I'm going to elaborate on each element in further videos, but I'm going to sort of briefly talk about my journey to outdoor cat safety, what I've tried. So the first thing I tried was a fence. And basically, I looked into various cat fencing options, and it was pretty expensive to get a bona fide cat fence from. But it's a good option though for people who have unlimited money. But they've got different outdoor cat, like people who specialize in outdoor cat fencing, and there's definitely some good companies that do that. But I looked into it and it was quite going to be quite expensive. So what I did is I did cat fencing. I'm like, my cats need to be Enki and Enel, they need to be outdoors, they need to be safe. So I did a kind of a combination, and I'm going to go into this further into this in future videos. I did a mixture of chicken wire, other types of wire. There's black tread stuff that cats don't like to stand on, and I kind of nailed that to the fence. So that's one aspect that I did. But since my backyard is kind of big, I wasn't able to really do the whole, and some of it is sort of covered by trees, so I wasn't really able to bring it to a full completion where it was like 100%. It worked sort of, but they were able to get out. They were able to get through it, although it worked mostly. So then the second thing I actually bought a cat monitoring system that you put on a collar. So that's what I did, and that works quite well because you know where they are. But then what happened is my cat, they seem to really, I'm not going to this in a further video, but they seem to kind of know and sort of rebel against me knowing where they are at all times. They didn't, Animal in particular did not like this. So it still works and I still put them on them, but I tried something else. It was called Coyote Vest, which was, felt promising at first, because the thing about Coyote Vest is that it protects against eagles, and I've seen eagles near my property, so I became really concerned, particularly for Enel because she's smaller. And it looks so cool. I put it on her, and it was pink, just like this. You see this color that my shirt I'm wearing? It was pink, had spikes, and it looks so very cool. But she said no. She said absolutely no. And I'm going to get into that into another video. But Annabelle in particular said no. And it fit well and it looked really cool. But she said no. So I thought I'm going to have to double down on the fencing. And it's called Tractive. It's a, like the cat armor. Really cool idea. Looked really cool. Like she looked really cute with her Enla with her pink colored, and then with Enki it was blue turquoise colored. But Enla in particular, she said no. And I was pretty disappointed because I wanted to protect them from eagles. And then there's 2 dogs next door. So I was like, this is not going to work. So I did more fencing, right? More fencing. So as it stands now, the 2 sort of protections that I use for my cats, it doesn't protect against eagles, which is a concern, right? Because they can fly around away with your cats, right? And I saw a eagle just from a tree staring at them. So that made me quite nervous. But there was no way Enlo was going to wear these vests. So now, as it stands now, I am using both like a fence, my do-it-myself fence. And I'm going to go run into further videos and show you what I've done. And if you have a smaller yard, you can probably maybe even use this cat fencing, like ready-made cat fencing. But to me, I found it was so expensive for my whole yard. So I kind of did this, for me, I've done a combination of cat fencing, what mostly works, sort of works. And if they escape, I know where they are because they are monitored at all times, which is really cool. But the thing is, it led to this, I'm going to get into this in a further video, but it led to this sort of obsessiveness, right? Of always knowing where they are and checking my phone and just where are they? What are they doing now? What are they doing now? Where are they now? And it's like this dot where you see them where they are moving across on being known through satellite where they are exactly. And Enlil seemed to know that I knew where she was at all times, and she in particular did not like this. So I'm going to get into a video where I talk about this, about how cats really feel about cat tracking systems. I'm going to get into a video about that, and the perspective that the cat would have. But this is long enough, but it's an interesting topic because we want to have a cat safe, but we want them, in a lot of cases, they need to be outdoors, right? So I'm going to talk about this in further videos because cat safety is an important topic. All right, over and out, up to bed.